The day Max disappeared was the day the light dimmed in the Johnson household. A playful golden retriever with a heart as big as his floppy ears, Max had been chasing a squirrel in the backyard when he slipped through a gap in the fence. The family searched for hours, calling his name, driving through the neighborhood and posting flyers. But Max was nowhere to be found. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The hope of finding him began to fade, but the ache in their hearts never did. 3 months passed. The Johnsons tried to move on, but the house felt empty without Max's wagging tail and joyful barks. Little Tommy, just 7 years old, would often sit by the window, staring out as if willing Max to come trotting down the street. His parents tried to comfort him, but even they struggled to hide their own grief. Meanwhile, miles away, Max was living a different life. A kind stranger named Carl had found him wandering near a park, thin and scared. Carl took him in, fed him, and gave him a warm place to sleep. Max quickly became part of Carl's life, but the dog often seemed restless, as if searching for something or someone. One evening, Carl saw a post on a local community board. It was a photo of a missing golden retriever named Max, with a description that matched the dog he had taken in. His heart sank as he realized Max had a family who had been searching for him all this time. Without hesitation, Carl contacted the Johnsons. The day of the reunion was filled with nervous energy. Tommy clung to his parents' hands as they drove to Carl's house, his small heart pounding with hope and fear. Could it really be Max? What if it wasn't him? What if he didn't remember them? When they arrived, Carl opened the door and there he was, Max, his golden fur shining, his tail wagging furiously. For a moment, time stood still. Then Tommy's voice broke the silence. "Max!" he cried, tears streaming down his face. The dog froze, his ears perking up at the sound of the familiar voice. And then, with a joyful bark, Max bounded toward Tommy, knocking him gently to the ground in a flurry of licks and wagging. The Johnsons wept as they watched their boy and his dog reunite. Max's tail never stopped wagging, and Tommy's tears turned to laughter as he buried his face in Max's fur. Carl stood quietly, his own eyes misty, knowing he had done the right thing. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.